Hello students, welcome to online classes of Sri Mahavir International School, Kishangarh, Renwal. As you know that we are discussing about chapter number first of civics, that is democracy and equality. And we have discussed some points of this chapter in previous video, and I am revising about the some points of the previous video. In previous video, it means in previous class, we have discussed about the case study of two villages. One village is Moregaon and second Mirabag, and we have discussed the difference between two villages. One village have lack of facilities like electricity, water supply and basic amenities, but another village Mirabag have all type of facilities, electricity, water supply, basic amenity, cleaning, etc. We have discussed about in previous video. Then after we will discuss equality in a democracy, and we have discussed that equality is the very essence of democracy. It means equality play a very important role in democracy. And then after we will discuss about universal adult franchise means all candidate. It means all citizen that who are adult have right to vote. There will be no discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, sex, gender, birth of place, etc. We have discussed about this, and then after we will discuss other form of inequality. What are the inequality in our society? About we have discussed about caste system that present in the society at present also. And then after we will discuss leader like B.R. Ambedkar did their best to drive out inequality in the our society or in India. It means we have discussed the vision of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and you know that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is known as father of constitution or maker of constitution. And the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar represented mainly three points, that equality, fraternity and liberty, that we have discussed in previous video. Then after we have discussed another case study of two students. One is poor and second rich person, or it means one belong to the lower caste and second belong to the higher caste. And we have discuss about the facilities of the lower caste student and poor caste students. And then after we discussed enhancing human dignity, what the human dignity in our society we have discussed in previous video. Then after the provision in the Indian constitution that is very important for our country. We have discussed about the provision, what provision made in our constitution to remove the inequality in society. We have discussed article number 15 that provide that there will be no discrimination on the basis of race, religion, caste, sex, place of birth, or any of them. And article number 17 abolish the untouchability of the constitution. Untouchability. And if any candidate, any citizen is practice this type of activity, he or she will be punishable. And the Indian constitution recognize every person as equal. This means that every individual in the country, including male and female persons from all castes, religion, tribes, educational and economic background are recognized as equal. However, it does not mean that inequality does not exist in India. For provision provide in India in our constitution that equality before the law, no discrimination on the basis of caste, color, religion, race, gender. Everyone has access to all public places and untouchability has been abolished, and the government has tried to implement equality firstly through laws and secondly through government programs or schemes to help disadvantaged communities. These schemes are introduced and implemented to ensure greater opportunity for people who have not had them in the past. And in addition, programs like midday meal scheme have been launched to improve the attend and enrollment ratio of children in school. Dalit women have been employed to prepare the meal. We will discuss about this point today's. And reason for the lack of acceptation of laws of equal. What are the reason? One of the main reason for the existence of inequality in that attitude change very slowly. Even though persons are aware that discrimination is against the law, they continue to treat people unequally on the basis of their caste, religion, disability, economic status, and because they are women. It is only when people begin to believe that no one is inferior and that every person deserves to be treated with dignity that present attitude can change. And you know that it means the equality is very important for our society's development, and our constitution may adapt many rules, many policies to improvise our society to development for the human being. And today we will discuss government initiatives. Number first, midday meal. Now first we will discuss about midday meal. Midday meal is a popular scheme launched by the Government of India on 15 August 1995. It means this scheme was launched by the Indian government, by the central government of India on 15 August 1995. And the purpose, it means what is the main purpose of this scheme? The purpose of this scheme is to provide elementary education to all children and ensure nutrition for the children of the disadvantaged group at the same time. It means the main purpose of this scheme are that to get education for to provide education for all children of the all societies of the all group of societies, and to provide nutrition for the children's. Tamil Nadu was the first state to implement this scheme and the first state of India that launched the scheme was Tamil Nadu. In a historic order that 28 November 2001, the Supreme Court directed all the state government to implement the midday meal scheme within the next 6 months. And on 28 November 2001, the Supreme Court ordered to all state government that every state must be implement the midday meal scheme within next 6 months. Apart from some regional variation, the achievement of the midday meal scheme are impressive. It means leaving some points, the midday meal scheme achieve that target. The scheme has led to a significant rise in the number of girls students and the enrollment of a number of poor children. It means after implementing this scheme, the midday meal scheme, the number of girls students also increased in the school, and the number of poor students also enrolled in the school. It means the strength of the school also increasing for this scheme. Children who fail to attend the classes earlier are more regular now. Those those students who couldn't attend the classes after the launching this scheme, they become regular. It means they attending regular classes, they join the school regularly. Some children started attending school merely to get this free wholesome meal. It means that some students come to school for getting this meal, and for the purpose of the getting meal they also attend the classes and they get education. The scheme also helped to reduce caste distinction as children of both upper caste and lower caste have the meal together. It means the all caste candidate, it means maybe any caste, all students, all children sit together and eat together. It means it means that for this scheme we are removing inequality from the society. It has also brought about the distinct social change, and for this scheme the social changes also taking women and people from economically disadvantaged section have been employed as cook and assistant. And after launching this scheme, midday meal scheme, some disadvantaged employer and women get employed through cooking and assistant working. This is a small way help in addressing gender and caste inequalities and unequal access to education. It means for launching this scheme, midday meal scheme, we get removing the inequality from the society of education. It means now we will discuss that midday meal. When we talk in summary of the midday meal, that it was launched on 15 August 1995 and the first state was Tamil Nadu, and on 28 November 2001 the Supreme Court ordered to the state government to implement this scheme within 6 months, and the main purpose of this scheme are to increase number of students in the school and giving nutrition to all students, all children of the school, and increasing in the number of children in the school. Now next, equal opportunity in private school. Realizing the goal that exist in the type of school that the rich and poor go to, the government in some states have made it mandatory for the private school to provide some seat to the economically weaker section of the society. It means government also taking some initiatives, taking some responsibility of the weaker section. It means economic weaker section, and provide free education in private school, and government implement some policies like RTE, right to education, and every private school that reserve the 25% seat of the economic backward children's. This has been initiated to provide equal opportunities to the weaker section also in terms of equality education. It means The private schools also provide equal education, may be belonging to any group of economic status. The government, on its part, is taking initiative to provide equal opportunity to all, and government also launching some schemes. However, as we have seen, this aim is still far from being achieved. But we are looking the our society that this inequality also available in our society. It means this inequality not removed from the society till now. Despite realizing that equality is the basic right of all human beings, discrimination on the basis of caste, class, or religion still prevail. A change in the perception of the people is what would help in bringing about equality. And we know that equality is mandatory, equality is necessary for, and our constitution also provide equality. And if any conduct discrimination against any human being, he or she will be punishable. But we also do discrimination on caste, gender, religion, birth of place, etc. Now, equality in the other democracies. The concept of equality is not as simple as it appears. It means that democracy means rule of people, and we think that democracy is a very simple concept, but it is not a simple concept. In all democratic nations of the world, despite the concept of equality, there remains some amount of inequality. We know that many countries adapt the democratic feature, and India also adapt a democratic feature, but there are also available many inequalities. Those nations who adapt democracy, the United States of America and the European nation have their own share of inequality, like developed country, some European countries and USA, and it means America also have inequality in their nation. For example, in USA, people from the southern state of Texas and Georgia were treated as lacking in social ways from culture. It means those people who belong to the Georgia country also facing discrimination on the basis of culture in USA. And in Britain too, the people from the aristocracy look down upon other wealthy people, and in Britain also the wealthy people discriminated to the apartheid. It means the weaker section in economic part. In USA, the African American means people of African origin and who settle in America had been subjected to unequal and unjust treatment. It means African American also treated unequally in USA. There to unequal and unjust treatment, their ancestors had been brought in as slaves to America. And why they are treated unequally? Because their ancestor means Purvaj. It means their father, grandfather, they were slave of the American people. Even after the abolition of slavery in America, these people were discriminated against. But at present, the slavery system abolished in America, but at present also they are treated unequally. Rosa Parks, an African American woman. Rosa Parks, name of citizen of America. She belonged African American. On 1st December 1955, became instrumental in starting an agitation against the discriminatory practices. She started movement against the discrimination in USA on 1st December 1955. One fateful day while she was returning after a long and trying day's work, she does work in America, and one day she returning from their work, she refused to give her seat to a white man. People who African origin were supposed to give seat to the white people in the bus, but the white person refused to give seat to her. Her refusal started a huge agitation against the fair skin, and that's why she started movement against the white skin people. This came to be known as the civil rights movement, and this movement known as civil rights movement. The government enforced the Civil Rights Act of 1964 that prohibited discrimination on the ground of race, religion, color, and creed, and government launched a act that is Civil Rights Act on 1964, and according to this act, the discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, color, creed, race are abolished, and anyone who practice this type of activity, he or she will be punishable. Now, civil rights movement. What is civil rights movement? Civil rights movement was a movement that began in USA. From where it started? From USA in the 1950s, in which African American people demanded and fought for equal right and an end to social discrimination. And through this movement, the African American people demand for the equality on the basis of color, creed, caste, gender, religion, etc. And this movement end with the removing of the discrimination from the society. Now, challenge to democracy. What are the challenge of democracy? All religion, the constitution of all states, and the policy of almost all political parties embrace the concept of equality, in spite of which inequality has not been removed. It means all religion, may be Hindu, Muslim, Jain, Christian, etc., and all state, may be Gujarat, Rajasthan, UP, Bihar, etc. All state or religion adopt the equality concept in their rules and regulation, and we know that the inequality also available in our society. This would not be taken to mean that differences exist permanently in human society, but we can't think that this type of discrimination is permanently available in our society. It can be removed by the effort by us. It only means that the struggle to achieve equality is indeed very long and is not as easy as it appears to be, and the equality we achieved from a long struggle that our freedom fighter struggle for the getting this equality. There are people and communities who always strive to achieve equality in whatever way possible. It means our freedom struggle and freedom fighter also struggle for getting the equality in our society. In the next few chapters, we shall try to look at how the issues of equality affect our everyday life and what can be done to uphold human dignity. And the upcoming chapters, we will discuss about equality in detail, and how we will discuss that how the equality affect our daily life. And I hope you understand the chapter and you feel the question number A, B, and C in your book, and the question number D, E, and F. You will answer these questions in your fair notebook. Thank you.